welcome to Crochet with Nonna Rosanna. I'm Rosanna. Today is WIP weekend number 178 and it is Friday. Not sure the date because I don't have my watch on. I think it's charging and my kitty cat is coming. I hope you all had a wonderful week. I did not. I threw my back out. I'm not sure how because last weekend was phenomenal and then Sunday my back, I think I've got a pinched nerve and it's in my right hand side, so it's not sciatica, but the pain is shooting all the way down my leg. I am on Robaxacet right now, and I took a couple of leaves because this morning, it is afternoon that I'm making this video today. This morning I had to go to the dentist and I couldn't cancel it because it was a specialist to check my gums so I could get more teeth cleaning. So they're all nice and shiny today. But once I finish this, I will be lying down for a nap because the pain seems to get severe when I'm lying down, and I've been waking up at 2 o'clock and not falling back asleep till like 6 or 7 in the morning. So I'm going to have a nap. Last night was a bit better. It was from 2 till 5, and then I slept from 5 till 8:30 and then got ready for the dentist this morning. But that was my life. But last weekend was my baseball banquet. It was awards, dinner, and dancing. We had a wonderful time. The kitty cat wants up here. Just a moment. Come on. Can you make it that far? Come on. There we go. There she is. This is Phoenix. She always joins me when I start talking on my videos. So the banquet was fabulous. The food was good. Like, I was really surprised. The dancing was spectacular. Our team closed out the party. We didn't leave till after 12:30, so it was way after 1 o'clock by the time we got to bed. But I was thoroughly surprised. I got an award, and it's right here. I'm so thrilled to be able to share it with you. I got MVP player, most valuable player for our team. So I was shocked. I'm the oldest on our team, and I am so shocked that I got it. Very happy, and that was the huge, big surprise that my captains knew about but didn't tell me. So I'm so happy. We had so much fun. My husband and his friends, they were standing around talking all night, and the women just danced all night long. We had so much fun. So Saturday was a very lazy day for us, and Sunday was lazy also. And then Sunday afternoon, my back started hurting a little bit, and Monday I was in severe, severe pain. So I have done not much. Like I said, I've been taking naps in the afternoon because I've just been thoroughly exhausted. But I have got several things started. I'm going to my niece's wedding in Vancouver. We're leaving, I believe, on the 15th. And we'll be staying out in Vancouver. We're going to take a trip up to Whistler, stay there for a few days, and just enjoy the scenery and relax. So I have been getting some things ready to take on the plane with me. I've checked with Air Canada, and they do allow knitting needles, any type of knitting needles. So I thought, we're only going to have travel bag and a knapsack, so I want to take as little as possible. So there'll be some knitting projects that I can do while we're traveling. We're renting a car for the week, and I'm looking forward to it. So I started getting things ready now because I don't want to, her fur, I'm petting her. She's on my lap right now. I won't have that much space in my suitcase while we're traveling. We're renting a car, so I can be knitting and looking around, hopefully. And we're so looking forward to this trip. My son will be staying here to look after this little girl who's sitting in my lap and knocking everything around. So that's what's been happening. I don't think much more. I'm exhausted because of the lack of sleep, but I wanted to get this done, and the medication, the Tylenol and the Robaxacet and the leaves are working fine right now, so I thought I'd better get this done. I don't want to wait too long to do this. I was going to do it later this evening, but I thought, no, let's get it done. So let's start with my finished items. I have a few finished items. The first one is my book cover inspiration. If you haven't seen that video, don't bite the cords here. She's sitting trying to bite my cord on my iPad. I did a wheelchair lapgan, and the pattern I used was from AnnieDesignsCrochet.com, and that's the pattern there. And I'll just show you quick. I used Red Heart Gold, Red Heart Aran, and then Craftsmart Charcoal. So I'll just show you a quick look at this wheelchair lapgan. I think the pattern is stunning. Oh, she just jumped out of my lap. Really, really liked this pattern. So I'll definitely be doing it again. Very simple, and I will put the information below where I found it on the web. So I finished that, and I was running out of time too. I completely forgot that I hadn't joined it, so I just joined it with a single crochet, continuous join, and then went around the outside with just a single crochet to finish it off. But I just love this pattern. So that was a finished item. And I'm not sure if I had this finished last week or not, but this was one of the headbands I did. You really can't see it. I'll take pictures of it. But I got that one done. But I know I had just started this one. And this is a center cable. And it gets washed out. I'm going to try putting it up. There you go. That's the cable there. So I just love these headbands. They are for... just trying to get the color back. They are for the girls for Christmas. And this pattern here, which one is this? I've got several of them here. I put them in plastic so they don't get ruined. That's not that one there. So this one is called, put that up so you can see it. There you go. Come on, color. There we go. That one is called Lilac Bush Headband by Celeste Knitwear. And the other one is called, doesn't have a name. I can't see on it, but I will list it below. I'll try and find for this knitted one here. And I love it. It has the rolled over edge, and just finished it off really nice. So I think that's it. I think I've got 3 of the light cream and 1 dark, but I'm probably going to make 1 more light cream headband, but not sure what pattern I'm going to use for that. So I used Loops and Thread Impeccable in the color Aran. And I think they turned out really nice. The stitch definition is really good on this Loops and Threads Impeccable yarn. So I'm really pleased with that. And I will leave the patterns down below if you are a knitter and would like to try them. They're very simple. If I can do them, you can do them. I am just going to be dropping these under my desk because I've got everything piled up. So last week I told you that my girlfriend had given me a call and requested that if I could make some chemo bags for the patients to take home in between chemo things. So I had made one, and I wasn't exactly sure of the size, but it happened to turn out it was the exact size. So I just start at the bottom. Someone was asking. I did 12 single crochets, and then I doubled it to 24. And then I just added, in the next row, I just added 4 more. And it works out that across is 4 inches. And that's the size she needed. And I did double crochets round and round. At the top row, I did a single crochet, and it is 8 inches deep. And this can be anywhere between 40, 46 inches long. So it can be thrown over the shoulder and just hang down by their sides. So I got that one done. And then I got one in pink done. I'm just using all my scrap Red Heart yarns. And what else is in here? And 2 more. So like I said, I'm just using my scrap yarns. And so I have 4 made up. And I'm holding them in a bag I made myself last year. Couldn't tell you the pattern. but I think it's the brick pattern, and I saw it was on YouTube. So I just keep it in that bag. So I'll make some more this week coming up, and then I'll have my girlfriend come pick them up because she said they go to chemo every 2 weeks, so I will get as many done as I can. Now it's getting a little too bright. Sorry, I have fluff in my mouth. So I did that. What else? That's it for my finished items. So let me move on to my WIPs this week. I'm going to pause you. I just have to straighten out my back a bit. And I'm back. So let's move on to my WIPs. I have lots of WIPs going on. Like I said, I was trying to get some ready. So I'll just show you a few. I did a little bit of knitting on my socks at the dentist today. So that's one of them. And I'm just working on the foot part of it. And I was there last week, so I just did this little bit at the dentist. I haven't been working on my socks at all because the first couple days I couldn't do anything knitting because I have to concentrate when I knit. So I got not much knitting done, except for one night. I woke up and I came in here, and this chair, I felt the best. I couldn't sit in the couch downstairs. It was causing too many problems for me. So I sat up here and I worked on this fluff is driving me crazy. It could be a hair. It is. It's a hair caught in my glasses. Just one moment. Oh, this is awful. There we go. I knew it was going to be a mess this week. So I worked on the sweater, my knitted sweater for Amanda. And I was here last week, and from here I had to do 6 inches, then the rib. So I did the ribbing. It's a 1x1 rib, and I think it's called a half twisted rib because I worked in the back loop of the knit and the purl. And then I thought, you know what? Last time I made something and I just bound off regularly. I didn't like the way it looked. So I decided to do the Italian bind off, and it took over 2 hours to do, but it does turn out really pretty. It just rolls right under. It's a lot of sewing with a tapestry needle. You have to work into each stitch twice, but I think it turned out really well. So the body of the sweater is now complete. So now I'm going to start working on the sleeves. I don't have the wherewithal right now. With my back like this, I am not going to try and pick up stitches and figure it out. This will have to be put on hold till I'm feeling a little bit better. But I'm so happy with it. Like when I put this against me, the rib is sitting on my lap. But for my daughter, it's perfect. I had her in, and like I had to make sure it was that long. So I am just so thrilled with the half twisted rib at the bottom and the way the Italian bind off turned out. It turned out really well. This is my tester sweater. I did have a few little problems when I started, but we figured it out real soon, and my daughter won't mind. It's at the back. So I did have a couple little issues, but we're learning. So that is the body of the sweater completed. I'm so happy with this. And then someone was asking me, I brought this back in here, how I fixed the ribbing on my top. Basically, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, and I don't even think you'll be able to see it with but see the elastic in there? I just wove it in, and I did 3 lines of the elastic. The first one I did just very short. Oh, sorry. I did a very short elastic from here to here, and the other 2, I went right up into the sleeves, so it just holds it all in tight. And I just wove it in just like whip stitching it, not even, and just pulled it at the end and made sure I had a good knot at the beginning and a good knot at the end. And that's how I did it. Very simple. I'm sure there's proper ways to do it, but that's the way I did it. So I wanted to show that because someone was asking. And I started on my 9-inch circular needles to do the cuff of another pair of socks because I'm going to be taking these on the plane because they're the short needles and I don't want to have any problems. So I've only got 5 rounds of the ribbing done on both these socks. So hopefully I'll get a lot done. And it is a beautiful yarn. You can't tell right there, but there it is. It's a sparkle yarn. It's just gorgeous. It is Festive Feet by Mary Maxim in the color Mistletoe. So it's sparkle. They're for me for Christmas Day. And that's how it looks. It's got the greens, the creams, the pinks, and the beautiful burgundy. So I'm going to be working on these on the plane. And they're all ready to go. I just wanted to get everything ready. I like to be prepared. So that'll just be going in my knapsack, and I will be taking it on the plane with me. And then I did start also a Ross hat. And if you Google the Ross hat, you will get a pattern. He's got the hat. It's a knitting pattern. He's got everything from a fingering weight all the way up to bulky. So this is just a loops and thread impeccable yarn in the color gray speckled. I think it's called speckled. Yeah, impeccable speckle. And it's beautiful gray colors. Like 3 or 4 different kinds of grays in there. And that's the color about there. So I'm going to be making, let me get this color in properly again. I'll be making hats out of this gray speckle for the boys for Christmas. So I'm going to throw this in my suitcase. Not that I'm going to get my socks done, but just in case, you know, I want to use a bigger needle or something, I can have a hat to knit on. And so I started that also. Like I said, I had a lot of things started. And then I've also been working on this knit cable cowl, which is just beautiful. Like the cables are turning out so nice. It's got to be steamed, but it's turning out so nice. I think I've got another 2 more rounds to do, and this will be finished. The colors are getting blown out. It's the very light grays and cream colors. But yeah, once it's blocked out, it'll look great. Let me just get the color back again. It's not coming. There we go. So I've been working on that. And like I said, I've only got maybe 1 or 2 more cables to do. And it'll be a lovely cowl for probably my daughter when she's walking Paige to school. And this cowl is from a pattern I got on the internet. It's a free pattern. And there it is there. And it is ontheneedles.com. So I've been practicing my cables a lot with this. So it's almost completed, so it should be finished by next weekend. No problem. And what else do I have today? Trying to look. Oh, I did nothing on my paint by number. My diamond painting. I'm not sure if I showed you. See, I'm all messed up with these drugs. My diamond painting. The plastic is on it right there. But it's really sparkly. I got this pumpkin done, and I'm just doing it in strips so I can just work across and not get anything sticky on me. So I haven't done much of this either because bending over it hurts my back. So I haven't been working on the diamond painting, but I think it's going to look fabulous when it's completed. I love the way this works, and it's supposedly glow in the dark, so I can't wait to finish it and see if it does glow in the dark. And then I started my movie marquee. Here is the marquee here. So I've chosen, I'm just going to grab this, to do the colors are disappear. Oh, it's probably because of my white hair. So I've started doing the moving marquee, and I'm going to be using the goldy orange colors. So I'm just doing a rectangle granny square. That doesn't make sense, but so I've started with this color. Put this here, and this is an old Craftsmart. And like I said, I'm using trying to use up all my yarns, and this is a Craftsmart in the color cinnamon, and it is a striped yarn. So I thought I had more, but I only have one of these. So the next color I'm going to add on to that is the big twist in the color mustard. So it's going to go next. And then I'm going to finish off with a couple rows of Craftsmart again in the color clay. So that's how it's going to be for a wheelchair lapcan. So I think that'll be very pretty. The colors match up really well, and I've only picked some of the colors from the Marquee, but it's what I have on hand. I was going through my yarns because I was just sitting here in the middle of the night trying to not hurt too much, and I just swiveled around, and my purple yarns, before, all these yarns used to have yarns piled up behind them, like standing up straight, but now I've used so much yarn that I amalgamated these two purples, and I've put all my knitting utensils here, and I didn't realize how much knitting stuff I did have. My crochet hooks are going to be adding up here, so I'm going to try and make this a shelf with all my tools on it. So I did that the other night, in the middle of the night, and I've picked some colors for the butterfly mal, and I think I'm going to make some of the chemo bags out of the colors. I'm just going to bend over. Hold on a sec. Oh, sorry. So here's the butterfly. So I've got this color and this color to make some of the medical bags out of. So they're both half used skeins, and this is a loops and thread, and this is red heart in spring green. So I'll hopefully get one out of here and maybe two out of this one. So I'll be working on those also, and I think this afternoon, after I finish this and get it uploaded, I hope it doesn't take too long, I am going to have another nap. I did it with my hair again. Every time I turn sideways, my hair washes the color out of the computer. So that's it this week. I hope you have a wonderful week, great weekend. I'll be watching baseball. Our Blue Jays are in the playoffs, so we're waiting for New York to come and join us, and hopefully we can beat New York. So have a wonderful WIP weekend, and I will be sitting, hopefully, and crocheting up a storm. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.